I'm unfamiliar, acting brand new like you never knew that you like them thick. I've been carrying this weight in the world beneath these braids, and I'm confused. Would you take the pain that came with all the parts you wanna claim for you? You want my thighs, you want my stride, but not this melanin. You want my hair, but you don't care for this complexion. I'm a black woman. I'm a black woman. Cornbread fed, sweet tea sipping, Nubian queen with the skin that glistens. I'm a black woman. 16 sitting on a cold floor in the corner after school. Recovering from your cover up when you told me I wasn't right for you. It wasn't hard to believe, cause when I watch TV, I would never see a leading lady look like me. Familiar package with less pigment, I ain't ignorant, it's just reality. You want my thighs, you want my stride, but not this melanin. You want my hair, but you don't care for this complexion. Oh, I'm a black woman. I'm a black woman. Cornbread fed, sweet tea sipping, Nubian queen with the skin that glistens. I'm a black woman.
Good afternoon, beautiful people. How is everybody doing today? Welcome to Astute Queen Bee's page. I'm Astute Queen Bee, and this is my channel. We are the Royal Gladiators over here because we never give up and we never give in. We know, as the good book says, the battle is not yours, but we also know we have to put in the work to make sure that the fight that we are fighting, we allow God to guide our footsteps. I say that all the time, and I'm going to constantly say it. Because if you don't allow God to guide your footsteps and you try to guide your own, you might mess around and end up in the wrong situation that you didn't want to be in the first place. But anywho, I pray that everyone is well. I hear a lot of people are having a lot of snow, so please drive safely if you're going outside in the snow. I ain't even looked outside to see if it's snowing here, but I just see it's cloudy. I know it's supposed to snow in the next probably couple of days, and I pray to God it don't, because I don't like the snow. The Lord know I don't like the snow, and I sure pray it don't. Pray to God it does not snow on the 30th. That is my birthday, and every year, past few years, it has snowed on my birthday, and I can't enjoy my birthday like I want to. So, I'm praying for that. But I am so thankful. That was what this live is about, me being thankful and knowing it ain't nothing but God. I spoke to a friend yesterday. I think I brought it up in a live and started saying little bits and pieces about it. But I wanted to say this out loud because I like when certain things pop into my head or I have conversations with certain individuals, with family members, with friends, whoever. And I realized that I may seem to complain a lot on here and some people may not like that. But I take it as a place where I am supposed to be able to be open on how I feel about a situation or explain my thoughts and feelings on things. That's what I thought YouTube was about. But apparently, it's only about what people like and what entertains them, or what chaos erupts out of it, or what fight breaks out because of it. I'm sorry, I'm just not that type of content creator. Don't get it twisted. I ain't mad at nobody. I ain't got no attitude with nobody. But I'm learning. I'm learning to keep my mouth shut. I am thankful to God for the people that He has in my life that have been helping push me forward and helping me get over the hurdles that I need to get over. Come out better on the other side. So I am thankful to my boy Mike. I ain't gonna say his last name. But that man has been a blessing for me since the day I met him. And I thank God for him because he does things for me he doesn't have to do. And I thank him so much for that. That is a blessing from God, and I know it. My cousin, she knows. She is a blessing for God for me. Because as much as she got going on in her own life, she still takes the time to try to bless me when she can. And I thank her and I love her so much for that. I thank anyone that has stood beside me, checked on me, loved on me, and understand who I am as a person. For the ones that don't, my apologies. It is up to you to decide if you want to figure out or understand who Astute Queen Bee's thoughts is on your own. That is why I say have some people come on over and see if they like what I'm giving. If they don't, it's okay. I'm not for everybody, and I know that. But I thank God for the people that know that I am doing what I enjoy. I'm not doing it for a check because I don't get paid from YouTube. I do the daily devotions, the grace for today, the affirmations, the women of the Bible, dealing with anxiety and depression. I like to go over those books because I know there are a lot of people out here that are struggling with those situations, or maybe struggling with situations in their lives and they don't understand what is going on. Just like everybody, not everybody. I have a few people that are a blessing to me that God has sent into my life to help me get back on the right path and on the right track of where I was before, if not better. And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for the people that come into my life that really, really love and understand me. I have learned also to be thankful to God and also not to put my problems off on anyone else. So, for any of my sisters that feel that I have not come to you and explained my situations with you, it's only because I know you have things in your own life that you need to deal with. And personally, and this is not being mean or anything, but I feel like when people are going through something and you have a sisterhood or a brotherhood or a situationship, the same love that and respect that is given to you, I think you should return that as well. People don't think like me. A lot of people don't think like me, and that's okay. But I was always told, I don't know if it was in a dream, I know it wasn't by my mama, but I was always told, and we always hear it in school as well, treat people how you want to be treated. I try my best to treat people with the utmost respect, love, loyalty, understanding, and all those things, because those are the same things that I want people to do for me. I'm not begging nobody. I'm not harassing nobody. I'm not doing any of those things because I feel like this is me, my personal opinion. If individuals were concerned or wanted to make sure you were good or wanted to pray for you, they would reach out to you. They wouldn't wait for you to call them or reach out to them. So, like I always say, I always send my prayers out to each and every one of y'all. Whether you like me, dislike me, don't know what to think of me, it's okay. See, my prayers get answered, and I'm thankful. I'm very, very thankful. Some people don't know how to be thankful for things that are brought into their lives. But me, myself, I have learned to be thankful because I know if it wasn't for God, those people would not be in my life. And I thank God for that. Because for years, I've always wondered, no matter what I do, no matter how much I put myself out there. Oh, somebody popped in the room. Hey, Indigo Star. Hey, sis. How are you, beautiful? I take my time to understand people. I'm an Aquarius through and through. I say it a lot. And that is what I am. The only thing about Aquarius is they like to say that we're not emotional and we are mean. We're not mean. We are not mean. Now, it may be something that may happen that cause us to flip and spaz out. It may be that. I don't know. But mean, I'm not mean. Now, I can get angry when I feel disrespected. But I don't really get disrespected like that. And if I do get disrespected, I don't know nothing about it. And I mean, that's on YouTube. Yeah, most of them pre-recorded, sis. Like I tell everybody, I'm gonna say it again. Mostly I do my lives on Tuesday, which is Temperature Tuesdays, and Saturdays, because I want people to sit down and talk in the morning. I don't care if you got a cup of coffee, cup of liquor. I don't care what you got. That's what I want people to know. Most of my lives. Well, you stay warm and you stay out of the snow. I just finished saying if it's snowing in your area, please drive safe if you have to be outside. If you don't have to be outside, don't be outside. Let that snow melt first. Because I don't know if it snowed outside. I don't think it has. It just said it's cloudy here. And I do not care about none of that. Because I ain't going outside. Okay. Not going outside. But most of them will be pre-recorded because they're scheduled for a certain time. I think there's one at 3 o'clock too. And that's for me. Girl. Oh shit, excuse me. I don't blame you. Because it ain't worth it. I am too. First of all, I'm going to say this. Remember when you was a little kid and they told you the hiccups would make you taller? Man, I learned that was the biggest lie of them all. I've been hiccuping all my life for too long, and I've been the same height since I was about 12. Yeah, it should be. I think about maybe it might have started already, but it's okay. It's a pre-record, so that's fine. I just jumped on here because I was in my head right now. I wasn't even supposed to jump on live at all today. But I was like, you know what? Let me say how thankful I am. And when I'm going through something or I'm talking about something or dealing with a situation in my life, I feel like I have to come and thank God out loud. Thank God for the individuals He sent into my life because He did it and He didn't have to do it. And Indigo Star is one of those beautiful people. She has a beautiful heart and a beautiful spirit, and I love that about her. And the crazy thing is, like I tell people, I don't need to know what you look like. I don't need to know where you live. If I grow up, a relationship with you, it will grow organically. And that young lady right there, she know I salute her all the time. That's my sis right there. And can't nobody stop that. Can't nobody take that away, but either her or I. Rest of my sisters ain't in here, so I can't point them out. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. And you know more than I would ever say. I appreciate you more than you know. Because you make me look good. Like I tell everybody, do not think that if I create a graphic, I create a design, I will tell you. But a lot of people, so I'm going to make it clear on this live so that people know. This is another reason why I'm thankful. Because Indigo Star One makes a sister look good. I do not. I do not create my intro. I've said that before. Hell, personally, if she wants to, she could put her name down on the bottom of it. Because she makes those intros. She makes a Stu Queen Bee look good. She takes her thought, half of my thought, and she puts it in motion. And she does a hell of a job on it. And I thank her for that. That's why I said God sends certain people in your life for a reason. And she is one of those people. And I thank God for that. And like I said, I thank God for Mike. Because he knows where I am at in my life and I'm not working right now. He knows that. So either next week or the following week, he's going to take and help me process some paperwork and stuff that I need to get done so I could get my other license back that I had. And he don't even have to do that. I didn't ask him to do that. He just said he knows me. He's worked with me long enough to realize that I do not take, when people do something for me, I don't take it lightly. He knows that, and he has told me, you deserve better than what that job gave to you. So I'm going to make sure I help you get back on your feet since they're not doing what they should be doing. And I'm going to help you get back on your feet. Girl, he had me in tears yesterday. So I have to figure out which Thursday or Friday I'm going to go rock with my boy. Because that's my buddy. My cousin, she's always there for me. Even when I'll be wanting her to focus on her and her mom, she's still there for me. And I thank God for that every day. She has a sibling. I don't have a sibling. She's the closest thing to a sibling that I have. On the second closest. Well, she's really the first closest one. My little sister, that's my best friend. That's my ride or die. Hey, Miss Bugs. How you doing, sis? Good afternoon, love. But my cousin is more like a sister to me than she is my cousin, which is weird. But I thank God for sending them in my life so they can make me stop with my stubborn self. I know I'm stubborn. We are Aquarius. We are very, very stubborn. And when we believe something or we feel something, that's what we move on. And I thank them so much because y'all sister is a big crybaby. And when I'm frustrated and I can't get out exactly what I need to say sometimes, I will get very emotional and I'll be a crybaby. And people are like, don't cry. I don't want to see you cry. No, sometimes you got to cry to get it out. And sometimes when you cry, it clears your head. It clears your mind sometimes. Because for me, it does. It may clog it up. It may clog it up. As long as I got a head cold, like now. So I try my best not to cry because ain't nobody got time for a badass headache. And ain't nobody got time to be having a stuffed up head. But my son, with his sweet self, I love him so much. He bought me some, what is it? Magnesium and some black seed oil to take to get rid of the mucus, which I think is wonderful because he's a health food nut eater. He's been doing that for quite a few years, and I enjoy that. And I am thankful for the people that he has in his life. Crying is healthy. That is one of the most healthiest things you can do. Watching the Los Angeles King Day parade on TV. Beautiful parade in my old neighborhood. Oh, that's wonderful. Today is actually my cousin Jimmy, God rest his soul. Would be his birthday as well. So every time I think of Martin Luther King's birthday, that's the first person that comes to mind, because my cousin loved him some Martin Luther King. And he was one of those, thank you, sis. He was one of those people that in my life, I wish that he would live a little longer. But that's my selfish reasons. Because my cousin Jimmy was, I can say his name because nobody knows who he is. My cousin Jimmy was one of those people. He served this country. Why? Don't know why, but he did. He also was, I call him a scholar, because that man knows everything about the Bible, the Quran. I forgot what the Jewish people call it. I forgot what they call it. The dictionary, any history book you can think of, any. Oh, well, happy birthday to your big daddy in heaven. He knew everything. He was an artist, and he was a well-rounded artist. He is the one that explained to me about television. He said, if you ever watching television, just regular television, he said, look on your screen. And sometimes you will see, and I have seen it before, and I used to think it was me tripping, but it wasn't, because I wasn't even thinking of him at the time. But he said when they make movies and they make shows and stuff, sometimes you'll see this little green light flicker on your TV. I've seen that quite a few times. And I'm like, what the hell? He says because to keep you focused on the show, it's almost like putting you in a trance. He said, or even if you look at paintings and writings and stuff like that, if you look at paintings, because he used to make me do that as a younger child, he would make me go and look at his pictures that he has drawn and find his name in it. He said that's what a lot of artists do, unless they just write their signature at the bottom. He said, but real serious artists, they put their name on their art so you don't see it automatically. But once you purchase it and you get it home and you look it over, you will find it. So he would make me sit still and look through his paintings to find his name. He said that's what they do to you with television. Your granddaddy. That's all right. It don't matter. He's celebrating a birthday today in heaven. So if it's raining where you at, or it's thundering where you at, girl, they having a party. That's how I always say it. I used to always think of that as a little kid. I don't know who put that in my mind. If it's lightning and it thunders real hard, they used to tell us as a little kid, that means Jesus made a strike. He knocked all the pins down. And I used to take that and hold on to that as a little kid. I never put that on my son, but I still keep that in the back of my mind. Like when it's thundering and lightning and stuff, God mad. But when it comes to the lightning, that's when he made a strike. So I always thought that was cute. I don't know why I never told that to my son. He probably would have looked at me like I was crazy anyway, if I would have. But that's okay. They all deserve their birthday flowers, here and not here, because those are our guardian angels watching over us anyway. Now, that is something I always believed. That's another reason why I'm so thankful. I think I've told the story before about my son. That's why, there are women that are really addicted to their kids, meaning they overdo it. I've never been one of those parents. I have been one of those parents that whatever age my son was at, I would talk to him as if he was a year or two older. Why? Because I wanted him to be able to understand the words that he's saying, that he's responding to, and he don't mix his words up. We started teaching my son how to read and write and stuff when he was real little, because my cousin is a paraprofessional. So when she was home during the summer, she taught my son during the summer, and I was thankful for that, because he was, I don't want to look back at no memories. Get out of here. Because that had him ahead of a lot of children when he got to daycare. And that was before he went to daycare. Only problem is I made him not like to get his clothes dirty. And he used to throw tantrums or throw fits when he would get dirty. And one of my friends I went to school with, she's like, girl, what did you do to this boy? Why is he bugging out? And I was like, what you mean? She said, he is going ham in here. I said, wait, hold up. What did y'all do today? She's like, we just went outside and he got something on his clothes. He started bugging out. I said, girl, my bad. That's my doing. I ain't gonna lie. I said, my son does not like to get dirty. He don't like his shoes dirty. Wipe his shoes off, wipe them down. If his sneakers is in the bag, put his sneakers on his feet. Let him play outside in the sneakers. Because me as a parent, I raised my son as I was. I didn't put sneakers on his feet all the time. He wore his walking shoes most of the time. I polished and buffed them mugs every night before he went to bed, regardless of what he was wearing. That's why a lot of people and children's feet are messed up now, because they did not wear the proper walking shoes when they were young, and their feet are growing so fast because you're giving your sneakers too much room to grow. Also, some people are going to have big behind feet. That's just what it is. But I dedicate this to my cousin Jimmy for his birthday that he celebrates with the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I'm so happy. And also he shares with my sister's granddad, her big daddy, which is her grandfather in heaven. But I also tell y'all about my mama used to give me these dreams all the time when my son was little. No matter what age he was in the dream, in reality, he was that same age in a dream. And I was living in certain houses I've never seen a day in my life. But my mother would come to my dreams every single night. And it happened for years. And you know how something you feel like, that's that movie Looper. If you ever watch Looper, that's what you'll think of. It's taking you through the same process every day. Every single day. You're like a hamster in a wheel going through the same emotion every day. And I'm saying, what the heck is going on? This is getting bananas, okay? This is getting absolutely crazy. Lady, what are you talking about? Child, I was like, what in the world is going on? Why do I keep having this dream? So one day I sat down in my house, in my room. I lit a couple of candles. I turned the music off. I didn't have no music playing. I didn't have no TV playing. I kept saying, God, what is my mama trying to tell? I was like, matter of fact, Mama, let me have a conversation with you. Because God said, don't ask me, ask her what she doing. So I sat there and I sat in that dark with them candles. And I said, Mom, what are you trying to tell me? Because these dreams are tripping me out. They're making me nervous. I'm already a nervous parent because I only have one child. I never want nothing to happen to him. I always thinking about, I don't want to end up in jail if somebody do something to him. Those was my thoughts always kept being in my head. I don't want nothing to happen to him. I don't want nobody to do nothing to him. Because like I said, our males were born in this earth with 2 strikes against them from the door. They were black and they were male. And if they mess around and get out here in these streets and end up in the wrong space at the wrong time, they can become a statistic. And I never want my son to be a statistic. I didn't raise him for the streets, so I'm not going to give him to the streets. So I kept saying, lady, Mama, what you want? What do you want? And I kept sitting there thinking, and I was like, it clicked in my head just like that. I said, are you trying to tell me you watching over him and he's safe and I could stop worrying so much? Is that what it is? Okay, lady, I got it. I get you. I hear you. I understand what you're saying. Since the day I said those words out loud, I've never had that dream since. So I realized it was my mom trying to communicate with me and telling me, look, stop stressing off of that boy. He's fine. He's going to be just fine. I promise you. As long as you make sure he does not defy God in any way, he does not disrespect his mother in any way, he does not put his hands on a woman. Well, my mama got him. So I learned to let go a little bit. You know why I wasn't scared? The reason why I wasn't scared is because, to me, I welcome those conversations. I do. Wake, sleep, I don't care. Because a lot of my family passed away when I was a teenager. And I mean 14, 15, 16, 17, 13, 10, down in there. People in my family, most of my family passed away when I was younger. So I didn't get to watch. I remember holidays like they were yesterday. My aunt had this beautiful white tree every year. The tree was white and red every year. It was the most beautiful tree I had ever seen. And I said, when I get older, I'm going to buy me a white tree and I'm going to decorate it my way. I didn't put up a tree this year because I wasn't in the Christmas mood this year. And I also stated, Miss Bug's going to help me because I'm going to get her to help me with all of them. Because I did save the ones that you sent me, sis, for Hanukkah. Right? Kwanzaa, excuse me. Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, they all start with the same thing. Kwanzaa. I'm going to fully do it at the end of this year. I'm going to do some Kwanzaa sessions. Some Kwanzaa lives is what I'm going to do. So Ms. Bugs, I'm going to bug you for it. But I still save the ones that you sent me, and I thank you so much for that. Again, that is another blessing that my sister bestowed upon me. And I also love her so much because she is another one that checks on me and makes sure I'm good. And I love her for that. Because she do it and she don't have to. But I appreciate and I love her for that. And I'm thankful that God sent her into my life. Sorry for the clicking, y'all. That was me clicking my fingernails on a computer. And I'm like, girl, you ain't typing nothing. Stop playing. But yeah, I am thankful. And I know it's nobody but God. I make the relationships that I make with the people that I have in my life because those are the people I know their spirits are right. I know that their hearts are right. I'm very picky with who I call friend. I'm very picky who I call my sister. And that means SISTAHS, sisters. There's a difference between my sisters and my sisters. Y'all are my sisters. That's family to me. That's how I feel about it. So y'all can understand where Astute Queen Bee comes from. That's who I am. I don't take lightly the friendships I have in my life. I don't take them lightly. I take them very serious. I don't play about my sisters. That goes for, she ain't even here right now. That goes for just Valencia. That goes for BJ Dez. That goes for learning to love myself. That goes for Universal T with Marie. That goes for Angie. Angie is a sweetheart. Angie's a new subscriber, but I know Angie from other content creators' channels. Yes, it is. Sometimes it's the small things. Like they say, if you have the faith of a mustard seed, there are so many things that can come your way. And I know that I have to stop. I do. I have to stop putting bad thoughts in my head because I know when you think bad thoughts and you talk bad thoughts, you could put those into existence. And that is nothing I never want to do. I don't want to speak ill over anybody. I don't want to speak ill of myself because I do not want to always think everything is negative. I don't, but when I get in my bad moods, absolutely, Absolutely. Because people will do way more for something with a price tag to it than something that doesn't have a price tag to it. See, me, I used to laugh because like people was like, you wear different type of stuff. Yeah, because I don't like to wear the same thing everybody else wears. I ain't running around here dressing like a hippie. Don't get that twisted. Not running around just like a hippie. But I like unique type of things. Like got my own self a birthday gift from the cash apps that I had that was sent to me from a couple of my subscribers. I ain't gonna say no names. If they want to say it, they'll say it themselves. But I bought me some funky ass camouflage sneakers. I'm gonna post a picture of them sneakers. I fell in love with them sneakers as soon as I walked in that store. I seen another pair, and then I could wear the little boy's 7. So I was like, oh yes, give me that. Give me that. Because I don't normally buy myself anything for my birthday. Because I'm too busy worried about bills, like the rest of the world. But this year, as broke as I am, and I don't care saying it, you make it mad. Oh well, it is what it is. That's just where my life is right now. That's not where my life has been. That's not where my life is going. But I might be broke right now. But I've learned also to take the things that I give to other people and use them on myself. Because I try my best to pour into other people. I don't even have to know something's wrong. I don't have to think something's wrong. I could just sometimes sit here and pray for people. Because there's a lot going on in this world. My son and them got mad because I heard the news on the other day. What are you watching that for? I'm like, because that's the shit you need to be paying attention to. That orange man on that screen, please, that thing means us no good. Means us no good. Most of this government don't mean us no good. So we have to pay attention to the things that they are doing. Because don't wake up one morning and shit ain't the way it should be, and you looking around like, what the heck is going on? Like I'm confused. I don't want to be confused. I want to see what this government is going to do. We already know they ain't doing nothing about reparations. And that's another thing. So much negative energy. It's always good to have some positive energy to balance that mess out. Absolutely. And that's what I try to keep positive thoughts in my mind. It's just that y'all know anybody that struggles with anxiety or depression or PTSD or anything like that, you can be on a good note right now. But something can happen and it will click on you and your whole vibe and energy will change. That's another bad thing about Aquarius. Most Aquarius is that I know. And anybody that's an Aquarius, y'all let me know down in the comments when y'all come through, catching this on the replay. Do you feel that, or are you one of those people that look at the positive and negative side of every story? You take both sides until you get the correct answer? Do you have this thing with negative energy that causes you angst in your personal life? And I mean, you could be on YouTube or anywhere online, TikTok, Instagram, wherever. You can be there and you can have a positive energy, but somebody will do something, say something. I don't care if they come in your regular life, if they come in your chat, and they will take and shift your mood to something negative. Why? Because they thrive off of negativity. I don't thrive off of negativity. I thrive off of positivity. And I try to keep myself as positive mentally as I possibly can. But sometimes the devil be working on me. And I'm feeling like sometimes I'm like a page in a book. I could be in a good mood one minute, you can flip the page, and the next second I'm mad as hell. But now, after having a couple of conversations with God, I'm going to have a couple more with him. your whole mood can change in an instant, and that's with music, news, movies, heck, YouTube too. Exactly, sis. That's what I be talking about. Cause I be having a ball on here with y'all a lot of times. But child, I will turn that damn YouTube on to watch what that orange demon has done, and my whole attitude would change. And they'd be like, "Calm down, mom." That's what happened the other day. It was like, "Calm down, chill. It ain't that serious." It is that serious. It is that serious. So I'm gonna set up a live, and we're gonna talk about positive energy, negative energy, and also talk about. I used to call it a Gemini thing, but I'm not a Gemini. Because you know how they say Geminis are two-faced and they got two sides to them? Aquarius do too. We could be your best friend. We could be your best partner. We could also, if you take us there and push us to that limit, we could be your worst enemy. Girl, I've been tapping out lately. I've been trying to give them some content, but I still be having to tap out. So I will. That's why I have a lot of pre-records, but also because I want to keep people enlightened in a positive mode. They can listen to all the chaos and dysfunction that's on YouTube. That's okay. But at the end of the day, don't you want some peace and something positive to go in your life before you lay your head down to go to sleep? Because it's no fun to have stress, anxiety, depression, and everything kicking you in the ass. And then you have people coming at you from all ways. And you have this negative spirit around you that keeps you jittery, upbeat, ready to fuss and fight and argue. I can't do that. I can't sleep with that type of stuff on my mind. I have to listen to some music that's positive, something that's going to relax my mind and keep me from overthinking. Because I am an overthinker. I am beyond an overthinker sometimes. But it is what it is. And I'm learning at my old age to let go and let God and stop allowing people in their negative energy and their demons to crawl up my back and dig in and talk in my ear. Because it's a lot of demons trying to talk in my ear. And God know I ain't trying to listen. That's probably why he tried to keep me asleep as long as I do. I don't know. But just know that this is a safe space to talk about whatever you would like. Talk to whoever you would like. And if you want to have regular conversations, come by on Saturdays. On Saturday, I will pick a time. Since nobody ever, I may get one or two responses of what times work for them and all that good stuff. But it's okay. I'm going to do it on my time. Since nobody wanted to say what good times for them. So, like I said, I do my lives on Tuesday mornings. I try to do it before 11 to find out how everybody's temperature is doing for that day. Let's see what my big sis said. Saying some people and things just have to be filtered right out of your life. Keep who and what's needed. That's a fact, sis. That's a fact. And I'm doing that. People don't know. I used to have a plethora of friends when I was young. But I started to look at people differently. And it's like, I don't move like that. That's not the shit I do. Like, people always like to say, oh, you hang with who you are. That's not true. I've hung around some of the biggest 304s that there was on the planet, and I was still a virgin. So that ain't the truth. I've hung around women that did shit they ain't had no business doing. I ain't do it because that ain't me. That ain't in me. be taking nothing from nobody, beating up nobody, jumping on people because you feel like it, or because somebody offered you some weed. Like, I've had people do some of the stupidest shit, and I'll be like, what is wrong with you? That ain't how I roll. And I know when it's time for me to leave. It's like, I know everybody comes into your life for a reason, a season, a lesson, or a blessing. People normally only name 3, but there is technically 4. A lesson, a blessing. Wait, let me get it right. They come in your life for a lesson, a blessing, a lifetime, or just to teach you something. I'm thankful for one of my exes, because if it wasn't him, I wouldn't drive, because I didn't care about driving. But he paid for me to go to driving school and made me get out. He's like, no, I'm not driving you all over the place because you like to move too much. You like to move too much. So we're going to get your license. And that's what I did. And I was in my 30s. I didn't think about no license because my mama walked everywhere. I walked everywhere. Well, it didn't bother me. I just knew I couldn't walk around a bunch of bags in my hand nowhere. So I took him up on that offer, and I had got my license. It is what it is. Anyone catching this on the replay, I hope that you would like the discussion. Also, please hit that like button. And also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Put your notification bells on all so you will know when I go live or upload a video. I will repeat this again. Most of the time, I do my lives on Tuesdays for Temperature Tuesdays and Saturday mornings. Just to have, or Saturday, should I say, just to have conversations about life, love, friendships, family, children, anything, your health. It don't matter what it is. Whatever you want to talk about, that's what we talk about. Hell, we could be talking about 4 different subjects at one time. It don't matter. Because sometimes you have to sit still and conversate. You can't hold everything in. Because if you do, you're going to be running around here an angry little person. Just saying. So what I want to say is thank you to everyone that came through and hung with me for a little bit. I truly appreciate it. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your love, your honesty, your loyalty, your respect, and the fact that y'all keep me focused on where I'm going and not where I came from. So I thank y'all so much for coming through. I hope that y'all have a blessed and beautiful day. Don't let nobody disturb your peace. Make sure that you allow God to bless you with the people that you need in your life. Not the people you want in your life, the people you need in your life. So with that being said, also, forewarning, remember your hand sanitizers, your masks, your gloves, your sandy wipes. Be safe out there. If you have snow, please drive safely if you have to go outside. If you don't, stay your behinds in the house, please, and be safe. With that being said, y'all, it's Stupid Be out.
I need you in the morning, but I need you now. Yeah, I know why I gave you why you need me. I know what you like. I feel it something. Tell me something, yes. I try to keep you, but I need some lessons. I need to give it all. I try to live, but I can't. I don't know why I got the wall. Just me out the